Hello and welcome. According to Plato, justified true belief is knowledge. It means that your belief must be tested, or unless your belief is being tested, you cannot claim it as true belief. And there is no such lab under the sun which can test your belief as true or false. It is the human mind, human consciousness which can give you the right path, which can show you the right way. In ancient Greece, philosophers used to follow a typical method which is known as dialectical method. In this method, two or more than two persons can participate. They may have different point of views regarding a particular subject or topic, but they are free to give their personal opinion. They can exchange dialogues, but dialogues must be reasoned and logical. By this way, they at one point of time, they will arrive at the truth and they will understand that the weakness or the loophole, the flaw hidden within the subject. This, in classical philosophy, Plato several times discussed about this dialectical method. He also discussed about Socrates and how Socrates skillfully used this method for philosophical discussion. He also had mentioned. Plato said that a philosopher is a dialectician because philosopher's duty is to point out the problem hidden within the subject so that he can able to free one's mind from the age-old dogma. That is why he said that dialectical method has two aspects, discursive and it is intuitive. It is discursive because the moment you realized the problem hidden within the subject, you understood that how wrong path you have been following throughout these years. And the moment you realize that problem, you will look for some other options, and that is intuitive. Aristotle also supported Plato's view. He believed that dialectic and rhetoric, they are the counterparts. After Aristotle, not much work had been done on dialectical method. Around 500 AD, Boethius took the initiative. He started working on dialectical method and also he inspired other philosophers like Wilfred, Thomas Aquinas also came forward and also worked on dialectical method. This endeavor inspired the medieval period philosophers and scholars. They felt that it is relevant to discuss upon dialectical method, and that is why they made trivium where logic, grammar and dialectic will be taught together. This trivium became the part of medieval universities' curriculum. After medieval period, we can observe huge turmoil in political field, especially in Europe, and also huge development in scientific field. All these changes actually influenced human being and they started thinking in a different way. This time, especially the beginning of the 19th century, we got something new thing. We can find a complete different definition of dialectic in Hegel's theory. Hegel discussed dialectic as a contradiction. He believed that there is always a contradiction between two ideas, and due to this contradiction, third idea develops. Why he incorporated this kind of idea, we don't know, but Heinrich Maud Schalibas, who narrated Hegel's theory, he said that Hegel discussed in his theory about three stages of development: thesis, antithesis and synthesis. Though Hegel did not use these words in his theory, he discussed about abstract, negative and concrete. But philosophers and other scholars are really, they are really confused why he brought this idea there, maybe to discuss about the evolution of the society. But Johann Gottlieb Frege, he found it very interesting. He popularized the synthesis model throughout the Europe. This inspired millions of people and also later days philosophers. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels adopted this theory and made their own theory, historical materialism. In Das Kapital, Marx discussed about dialectics. He said that dialectics is a robust method upon which a man can verify his economic, social and personal behaviors. And this is the foundation of dialectical materialism. Karl Popper and Marie Bunge criticized Hegel's theory. According to Karl Popper, it is not fair for a philosopher to apply any philosophical view in the political system. And also, philosopher must be very careful while using any philosophy in politics.